just about ready to start our family home evening tonight. And for tonight's family home evening, we're going to interview Grandma and Grandpa. They're leaving tomorrow.
Oh, no.
And we've all got questions for them and we want to ask them. Now let's start with a prayer. And Stephen, would you give the prayer tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, for Grandma, Grandpa, Daddy, and Mom, Julie and Ellie, and Melanie, and the new baby. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
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 I see mine is first. Can I go first? I go first.
First question here for his Grandpa and Grandma. Go ahead, bud.
Where were you born?
Well, I was born in Beaver Dam.
Beaver Dam.
Yeah?
Oh,
Beaver Dam, Utah.
Kind of a town.
where were you
It's a
born?
real metropolis.
It's a little tiny town.
Right, they have a large church. They're adding onto that church, by the way, now.
Putting on a chapel.
Yeah, Beaver Dam's growing.
You had to go way upstairs to the chapel. They're adding a new chapel.
What are they doing with the other chapel?
They're leaving
Now
it,
he looks
but they're
like
adding on another.
Probably use it for special meetings or something.
It's very hard when they had a funeral and they had to carry
Mama,
the
where were you
caskets up
born?
there. I was born in Logan, Utah, and when you come home to visit us this summer, I want you
Hey, I
to
was born in Logan, Utah too.
I want you
no,
to
you
come
were born in Salt Lake
over
City.
and visit Grandma, and I'll take you over to Logan and show you the house I was born in.
Wouldn't that be neat?
Okay, and I want to ask Mr. what's his name, who owns it now,
Saxton?
Mr. Saxton, if he'll let us go in. I'd like them to see what a
Is the
tiny
house
little
still
house
there?
it is.
Where is
Where
it?
I was born. On
Oh.
10th North
Just
Main
below where
Street.
we used to live.
I remember that
That
house.
little tiny house where Grandma
White
lived.
house.
I remember sleeping down there.
Yeah, it's still
Can I
there.
go second now?
Wait a minute.
there's
So,
Grandma.
are there people living in there now?
Yes, he rents it out.
Apparently rents it.
But if you know, I would really like to take the children in to show them what a little house it is. Just a little one-bedroom house.
Just a little one bedroom.
One bedroom. I don't know where we all slept.
Okay, Emmy, your turn.
Wouldn't that be disgusting? Did you play a musical instrument?
I didn't hear you, Em.
Did you play a musical instrument?
Yes, I didn't play one very well, but I tried.
What was it, Grandpa?
It was a clarinet.
Did you play in a band?
Yes, a little.
For how many years?
About one or two.
No, 100. Did you, Grandma?
Yes, I played the violin for years and years and years. And I had a teacher by the name of Mr. Pulsifer who taught music up at North Cache. And on Saturdays, he would drive into Logan and come to my house and give me a lesson. And my sister played the flute, my brother played the flute, and we used to have to play at every funeral and everything else all the time. Because my father always had to show us off. We were terrible. I was terrible. The flute sounded good anyway.
Can you still play the violin?
I don't know. I let Randy take my violin because he said he had a man who would get it fixed, and I've never gotten it back.
How
So
long
I
ago
It's
was
at
that?
the local pawn shop.
I haven't touched a violin for a long time. I didn't ever have a very good violin. It cost $60.
How long ago was that?
$40, and that was many years ago, and it wasn't a very good instrument, you know.
Would you like to play it again?
Oh, I wish I never was very good because I couldn't get a vibrato, and you just have to have a vibrato to make a violin sound good. But it surely did teach me to appreciate violin music. I love the violin.
If you had one, would you play it?
Oh, I have one. I just have to collect it from Randy.
Okay. Julie, what's your question, love?
Sit right here, find it.
Did your mommy play the organ?
My mother and my father both played the organ, and my mother gave lessons a long time ago to several children. They would come in. But my father was the ward organist for over 25 years until he died. And he just played organ, not one like this. One that you had to pedal with your feet. And he could make it sound so good.
Do you still have that organ?
Yes, we have it in our basement, and Grandpa's fixing it up. He's repairing it
In the
for
process
us.
of reconstruction.
He's fixing it all up. It's still a good organ.
Now, you know, Julie and Emmy are going to be great organ players, aren't you
Yeah.
guys?
They do. Very
I am.
You want me to play a song on the organ?
And they're
On the
going
organ?
to learn to
Well, not
play
right
that
now, later.
pretty piece that Rosie plays on the organ. What is that? Bach one. Sheep so safely grazed.
Yeah, they'll learn how to play that. Okay, same question for Grandpa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did your mother play the organ?
Yes, my mother was a real good pianist, an organ player. She played, was the organist for Beaver Dam Ward, I guess, for 25 or 30
Oh,
years.
it was longer than that.
More than that, probably.
It was longer than that, because
She had,
I thought it was something like 50 years.
yeah, probably was.
They never did release her. She didn't play it all the time, but they never did release her.
Emmy, move, love. Did you learn how to play that?
No, the organ? No, I'll say not.
How come?
Oh, I didn't have time to, I was underprivileged. I didn't have time or the money to do it. Nor the ability.
The desire is what it was.
Did you learn how, Mom?
I just picked it up myself.
Didn't your mom and dad teach you how?
Is that right? You've never had lessons and you play as well as you do?
I took a few when I was teaching at Utah State, the church came around giving lessons, and I took a few from
Hey, how do they
that
know
man
what
who
my
came
name's?
around.
How do they know what
Oh,
my
you're
name's?
amazing.
The church
You
gave
gotta learn how to
lessons?
sing it.
That
Yeah, they
says
sent
no.
they sent musicians around to teach the organists and choristers, you know, in the wards.
That's a good idea.
And I took lessons, maybe 10
100
lessons.
isn't a vowel.
She's amazing.
No, I played very poorly.
You did real well.
Church
I'll
horse.
say. Oh, you played very well for only that much.
They thought she was a concert pianist in the branch in
Germany, huh?
Germany, yeah.
Because they didn't have anyone who could play over there.
So what did they do when you
Like-
weren't there?
The girl played with 2 fingers, you know.
Like me.
I mean, just a melody like you, huh? When I played all 4 parts, they thought I was marvelous.
I need to ask.
All right, Bud, you're next. What's your question?
Did you like watermelon?
Yes, very much.
We love watermelon. When we
Watermelon's
lived in
fine.
Florida, Stevie, we would sometimes wake up in the morning and go out and open our front door, and there were 2 or 3 big watermelons waiting for us.
Oh, yeah.
And there was always a sack of donuts or something.
How come?
People would just bring it to us.
We had
Leave
some
it
good
there for
friends
us.
down there.